Build a bot. Hello, Lego Transformers fans. This is Soundvox with another exciting episode of Lego Transformers Build a Bot. Today, we are building Cliffjumper. Cliffjumper has been in a few of my videos fighting Decepticons, and he has had his own spotlight video. I built him first before I built Bumblebee. So while I've already showed you how to build Bumblebee, Cliffjumper will be very similar, as Bumblebee was based off from Cliffjumper's build. However, Cliffjumper is a little bit different, as we'll see. So let's quickly show his car mode, and we'll show him next to a minifigure. And now we'll show the pieces that we're going to start with. We're going to start with two of the, what I call eye pieces. They're the one stud pieces with a round barrel type connection on them with a hole through it. Two silver one studs round. Two of these Technic pieces that have two little plus signs in them, and they're an oval shaped piece. And then a T connector joint. And then a square two stud piece that's black with a bar running through the side. And then a four stud flat red piece. A curved two stud wide and two stud deep slope piece. And then two stud flat, one red and one black. So we'll take the eye pieces first and turn them sideways. Then take the one stud and place the one studs on the side of the eye pieces. One on one side and one on the other side of the other one. Then when we bring them together, we place them onto the black two stud flat piece. One side first and then the other. So this way they're together and the wheels are facing outward. Now we place the red two stud piece on top. Then we turn it sideways and we bring over our other pieces and connect the two stud piece with the bar hooked to the side onto the flat four stud piece, and then the slope piece on top of that. That'll lock that two piece with the bar on the side in place. And then this goes on top of the small build we just did. Now we take those Technic pieces and we place one of the plus sign holes over the bar of that two stud with the bar connection piece. Then we take the T-joint piece and place it in the other hole. We then take the other Technic piece with the plus sign holes and we place it onto the other side. Now this component is completed. Now the next set of pieces we use is a one stud block, square block with two holes in it, and it has studs on the sides, and that one's red. Then we have a gray one stud block with a stud on the side and a hole through it. Then we have a singular round silver stud, a square one stud red piece, a red cheese wedge, and a black two stud piece. We connect the two one stud square blocks together so that the red block that has a stud on each side, that stud goes into the gray block's hole on its back. Then we place the connected blocks onto the black 2-stud plate. Then we connect the silver round stud to the red 1 stud and connect it to the indented side stud gray block. And then we add our cheese slope. And now we've got the head and part of the body done. We set that aside and we get some more pieces together. Here we have 2 1-stud flat black hand pieces. We have 2 silver round 1-stud pieces. We have a 2-stud piece with a smooth bar and a 2-stud piece with 2 clips. And then we have another set of those. One set I have is gray and one set is black. The black ones will be for the underside of the vehicle, and the gray ones will be hidden in the build itself. So we take the black hand piece and hook it underneath the black bar piece, the 2-stud with a bar on the side, a smooth bar. And then we take the 1-stud silver circular piece and place it on the top of the stud of that 2-stud bar piece, but towards the back. Then we bring it over to the gray clip and clip the gray clip onto it. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Take the hand piece, and this time, instead of having a black 2-stud bar piece, this is a black 2-stud clip hand piece. We place the hand underneath it, and then we connect the 1-stud wheel to the top. Then we clip it onto the gray bar, and now we have the 2 arm pieces done. Now we can take and rotate the hands inward. This will make it easier to connect when we go into car mode. Now we start getting some of the larger pieces in this build. And they are basically 3-stud. Single stud wide, 3-stud length. There's 3 of them, 1 black, 2 red. And then we have a 1-stud wide, 2-stud back slope piece. We have 2 of them. They're the curved slopes with the slightly elevated underside. And then we have 1 square maroon or dark red stud, a cheese wedge, and a 1-stud cheese wedge that's also red, and a black 2-stud flat plate. So now we connect these pieces. The cheese wedge goes on to the center of one of the red 3-stud plates. Then that goes on top of the first stud on the black 2-stud plate. Then the other 3-stud red plate goes onto the back stud of the black plate. Then we place the dark red piece on the middle stud of the black 3-stud plate and place that assembly onto that back red 3-stud plate that we had just assembled, leaving the 2 sides open in which we take those curved slope pieces with the elevated underside and connect them. One on one side, one on the other. Now we have the cab of the car completed. Now we'll bring our arms back in and connect the gray parts of the arm pieces to the bottom of the cab of the car. Then we'll take the head and body piece and connect that to the underside so that the head is popping out on the higher end of the cab. We'll then fold the arms in so we'll have more of a car mode. Finally, we'll take that first piece we built, which turns out to be the feet and the hood of the car, and we'll take that stem and place it inside the open stud on the red stud piece sticking out. And once we do that fully, we have Cliffjumper in car mode. Now to transform Cliffjumper, simply pull forward his feet so that those Technic plates extend. Then turn the hood forward a little bit more so it becomes feet. Then you can stand him up on his feet. And you'll see his head's already there. He's just missing his arms. So now we rotate those flaps out all the way around and the little hand pieces that are hooked to them. And now we have Cliffjumper's arms. And now we have Cliffjumper in robot mode. Now we'll compare him with the minifigure for size. And congratulations! You have now just built a Lego Cliffjumper. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And for future builds, please ensure you subscribe. Plus leave a comment and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.